me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my...
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. To the air, Penix. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these 2 teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Penix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
In motion, the tight end. Now Penix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for their running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Completes it to Dixon. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Dixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Vikings send out their punter. Saquon Barkley deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
We're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Dixon complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And
he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A play fake. Now Penix. A short throw to Musgrave. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To the air again, McCarthy. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. On play action, McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's McCarthy. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. McCarthy operating from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and 3. Penix working out of the gun here. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Luke Musgrave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because there's such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Sheds off the tackle. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Chambers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there is going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the air, Penix. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
24. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To the air with McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. He's going to try and do this himself.
This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here with the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town, I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. This all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Don't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Something like
And if I pull up with a few,
we can't arrange that.
dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop it. Keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping.
Baby, I'm just tryna get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
And if I pull up with a few,
we can't arrange that.
dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
seen real. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbors jump, up a pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles, all the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds.
I'ma stay count to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build that with the plans on the steps.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans, ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones notice me go riding for it. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling a little nigga, try look. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Stealing heads, squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can be the good for you. No, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh, hell no. You rip my city so damn long. But you still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh, VA next. I'm at they neck. Running up the check. She a bad woman, mama, she a diva. No matter what happens, she cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I turned up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Tried to pick some energy up, it don't matter. I know you haven't moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can be the good for you. No, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it.
two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, I got 17 hours to the flight out, only got time for a night out, so tell me what you want from me, we ain't getting no younger, so tell me what you want from me, we ain't got too long, no, you know I gotta catch my flight, you know I gotta reach new heights again, you know I run it up at night, you know I only get one life for this, went through. J. Cole said his memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty's better beef with me, they never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Left a voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The perennial Pro Bowler Justin Tucker has it on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is into the hands of the rookie from Oklahoma. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Vikings will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Penix going to throw right away. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Third and 2, and Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fourth down, and here's Penix. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game,
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Throwing right, it's taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Penix. He gets that complete to his tight end man. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Penix gonna throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Penix. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. To throw again, it's Penix. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Penix. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But
to the goal line and in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 10-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on time. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll get this into the hands of his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A touchdown apiece. Third down, 3 to go. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Going up top.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Penix. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Man in motion is Smith. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. In motion, that's the tight end there. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Packers will level the score at 10 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. This is intercepted. He works free, right side. this one back the distance. Touchdown, Minnesota. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On 1st and 10. It's Penix. That's caught by Smith on the right side. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Packers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one complete to Jordan. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Packers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure.
That'll be intercepted. Going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but The rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Vikings will go up by 7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. He is in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Packers will tie this game at 24. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. On third down, Penix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up third and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That one taken in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Vikings will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. We're going to go play action with Penix. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. Huge catch and run. They finally get him down. But there's a flag. Not sure if this one's going to stand. They'll throw. It's Penix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Penix. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now Penix on third and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away, as he's on to punt for the second time. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Fires left sideline, and it is complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Now give on the ground. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This drive will start on the ground. The ball's out, and this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Vikings. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he's got another one. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
Next to score, Vikings 41, Packers 31. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Packers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield. So, no. On first down, it's Penix. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, with the contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Penix going to throw again. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he will score. Game on. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
There's that man again. Another catch. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. putting the tight end in motion.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now the lefty panics on first down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On second down, Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On third down, Penix. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Henderson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock and without a stop.
And he's in! Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's